Hello YouTube, good morning. I am out in the garden this morning. I've been doing a little weed eating out here. We have been just really trying to get this thing finished up and ready to plant. Today is April 1st. I want to see if I can get you in here. I'm having trouble seeing my camera and how well you can see. You'll see that. First strawberries of the year. I am so excited. These are on my Ozark Beauties. And let's see, I need to do a little more pruning in here and get some of the dead stuff out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to those, and hopefully I can. They're a little deformed looking, but I'm just excited to see. I've got strawberries ripening and lots of flowers, and it's April 1st. I believe spring is here. I've got over here, these are the ones I put in. Sorry for the shadow. These are the Eversweets that I put in. Every single one of them made it. I had 25 plants. Let me just kind of walk down through there. The Ozark Beauties are the established ones. More Eversweets. See if you can see those okay. Ozark Beauties. Lots of flowers. I see another strawberry. It doesn't look so hot, but it's forming. And more Eversweets. So we are looking forward to having a good crop of strawberries this year. I'm seeing, God, look at all those strawberries forming in there. Hopefully that'll focus in on it. Like I said, I've got the glare of the sun behind me, so I'm not able to see exactly what you're seeing. Let's swing over here. I'm sorry to be shaky. Husband built me a cherry grape tomato trellis. I don't know if you've ever grown any. Lots of people do, but I enjoy the grape tomatoes quite a bit in salads, and they just go every which way. So we decided to do a trellis this year, so then when they get over to the top and start laying over, they have something to lay on top of. On the other side of that, across my ditch, you can see we've also got our irrigation system hooked up now. This bed on the right is going to be for our watermelons. I'm going to put potatoes in this one. This is the new bed, and I'm hopefully going to get the potatoes, some Yukon Golds, planted this weekend. So I came out early this morning to weed eat in hopes of beating the snakes that like to live in our ditch. They're just water snakes or king snakes, or they're not poisonous. We check the heads very carefully. If we did see a poisonous one, it would be gone somehow or another. All right, behind me here, this is going to be my slicer cucumber bed. Got our trellis system up for that. Put that in yesterday. Got one more post to put it. I'm going to put a few more zip ties on there. I've not started the cucumbers yet. It's a little too early in my area. Right here, this is an extra bed I'm going to have this year. I had peppers in it last year, so I don't want to put tomatoes or peppers in it, or potatoes, this year because they're all in the same family. And let me take you in close, though. I've got some butter crunch lettuce right there. Started these indoors. I put them out a few days ago. Also, see, I've got a crawdad. He keeps digging a hole in here. I guess he likes my lettuce. There's a few more little lettuce plants over there. Hopefully you can see them coming up. A couple right there. Started these indoors and transplanted them out here. Really, probably not such a good deal. Lettuce needs to be really sown directly, but I was just playing around, had some extra room in the seed pod, so I threw them in there. I've done some tennis ball lettuce in here. I've not started to see any seeds, and I think I planted a few carrots. Down here on the other end, I got my cilantro, which I also started indoors. It looks a little beat down because we had a really heavy rain the other day. I mean, we had a monsoon. I mean, the wind was blowing so hard, the rain was going sideways. But they survived it, and they're hanging in there, so maybe they'll survive these cool nights we're doing. Over here in this bed, I have put in some borage. Also started indoors. That one's not looking so hot. I'm probably going to bring some seeds out here and try some more from seeds, because I don't ever recall seeing any of those at Lowe's or Walmart. Couldn't think of it. Big box store. I've also got some tennis ball lettuce. I threw some seeds over here. I see little signs of that coming up. Let me see if it'll focus in on those. Yeah, I think I can see those. A few over here. I may have missed my window for radishes. I'm going to put some seeds out here anyway. But this is one of my slicer tomato beds. Going to put my cages up and get them staked in so they won't blow over. I've got the tomatoes and peppers started inside. This is going to be my pepper bed. I've also got a little borage over here. One of those died. It did not make it. Let's see if I can. There you go. Irrigation system. Over here, got our trellis up. In this first row, I am going to do pickling cucumbers. Something like Boston Market, I think they're called, or National Pickling. I think I've got a couple of varieties, but I'll probably try both of them. Got our mulch put down yesterday. It was a big thing. Lowe's had it on sale for $2 a bag, so I went and got 20 bags of it yesterday. Only ended up using 16, so I will make a note in my garden journal of how many bags we used throughout the whole area. And as you see, we got the irrigation system set up over here. Got one more hose to hook up, I believe. We got it all tested yesterday. Everything worked. Our water pressure lacking a little bit, but it has to come so far because my watering system's way up there past my cars. So it's got a bit of a ways to go to get down here. So I can only turn on 2 systems at a time. So I have to be real careful on what I'm watering, and can't turn on more than 2 or it doesn't get enough water pressure. So I just have to keep a schedule and see how we do this year with this. This is our second year with the watering system over here and the boxes. We tried to do soaker hoses over here on the rows, and they just didn't do so hot, so we're going to go this route this year and see if we do any better. I'm going to bring you back in a little while when I start working on my seedlings, but I just wanted to give you a quick garden update because it's been a little while. Like I said, it's still a little too early for me to start putting out, especially tomatoes and peppers. Like last night we were in the low upper 40s. They wouldn't like that at all. So I'm going to hold out until May, keep them toasty inside, and try to harden them a little bit when the weather starts getting a little more stable. But I don't think we've had our last frost date yet. We always have another frost sometime in April, which we down here in the south call it our blackberry winter. But anyway, there you go. Quick garden update on the outside portion. I'll bring you back in a little while to see what I've got going on with my seedlings. Thanks for watching. Alright, back inside now. And here are my tomato seedlings. Started them all in little seed pods, and I transplanted them about a week ago into these bigger pots. I am doing this year, got a couple of homestead tomatoes. I am trying some new pink bumblebee tomato. These are like a grape or cherry type tomato. Got some amelias. This is an amelia. What else we got? I got a couple of grapes in here. And I've got 2, this is a Bonnie Best. I believe Patera at Appalachia Homestead recommended these Bonnie Best. And I was able to get a packet of seeds for those. Also, let me move you up. In fact, I think I need to pull a chair over here so I can kind of stand up because I don't want to be trying to move these. I just got my peppers transplanted into bigger containers today. The little container I had them in, they'd outgrown that. The roots were coming out of the bottom. So we'll hope these survive the shock of being moved. It's too early for me to put them out, as I said. They would die. It's still not warm enough for them yet. So anyway, and these 6 are Carnival cayennes, which they'll be different colors. They'll be red and yellow and purple and green. So I thought they would be pretty. And over here, let's see. These are lilac purple bell pepper, and I got 2 of those over there. I ran out of my yogurt containers. I learned somewhere to take those, and I drill holes in the top one, the bottom of the top one, and then I set them in another one so that any water that goes through there drains out into the one that doesn't have holes, and I can just dump it out. Okay, these are jalapenos. So I actually grow the jalapenos in cayennes for a friend of ours who doesn't garden, and we have room. I don't mind. We enjoy the gardening. But anyway, that's the seedlings. They're doing really well. This year I'm trying something a little different on the tomato seedlings. I am a couple of hours a day. I put an oscillating fan on lowest setting. It's over here on the table behind me. And I've got a timer on it so I can set it for 1 hour or 2 hours. And I just kind of let it blow across these real easy like to help harden them. And I understand that this is one of the ways that all these tomatoes that you see at Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart, wherever you buy your vegetables, even the greenhouses, how they have such thick stems on these things when they're so small. And I've always wondered how they did that, because mine are always kind of spindly looking. So I think it's working, because just these 2 alone look pretty good to me. They look like they've got a stronger stem to them than what I'm normally used to seeing. And this poor little guy right here, let me tilt him so you can see. That was a double one. He came up in the same pod, and I just transplanted it and crossed my fingers it made it. It's still alive, so maybe it'll come on. Anyway, that's what's going on with the seedlings. And I'm going to attach this to the end of my garden update, and I appreciate y'all watching. Like, subscribe please. If you want to see more videos on garden updates, let me know. Have any questions? I'm not a great gardener. Not been doing this for a long time, but I'm done okay at it. So if you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer you. If I don't have an answer, I'll try to direct you towards somebody who would, like maybe Hollis and Nancy. He's an awesome gardener, and my gardener. Yeah, both of them, they really know what they're doing. Anyway, thank you for watching. God bless and happy gardening.